Here we are at Oconto County North Bay Shore Park and Campground. It's a county park in northeast Wisconsin along the bay waters of Green Bay. This is County Trunk Y that is located between Oconto and Peshtigo, north of Green Bay about 30 miles. So this is a little county park that's only about 6 miles as the crow flies from our home, but we like coming here. I'm going to try and film this from my e-bike holding this in my hand. We'll see how this works. I'm going to pedal one-handed. Look, Ma, one hand. So here we go. This is the entrance into the park. Some people refer to this as County Park 2. That's the locals. It's nice and quiet, far away from any highway noise or trains. It's a great location for fishermen because there's a beautiful little breakwater and boat launch and marina area. There, now we'll get off this rough pavement. Here we go. Now we're back on smooth. Okay, as you enter the park, on the left, there's a dump station. On the right, there are dumpsters. And straight ahead is a nice little fishing area with a dock. Whoa, let's see here now. And over here is the campground host. We have a nice shower building and flush toilets. And this campground needs to be accessed through the reservation system. If you want to come for one night, you check the posts at each campsite and then you go online. You can reserve there, or there is a kiosk over by the boat landing that you can pay, but you have to make sure your site's not reserved by somebody else. This is a nice area for fishing with some little benches. We fished here with the grandchildren. One of the benefits of camping here close to the water is, like this fisherman, he can bring his boat right up to the shore and leave it overnight and not have to trailer it back out each night. I'm going to try and drive around the campground and hit every few campsites. We'll see how this works from my bike. Speed limit is 10. Pets must be on leash. There's really no swimming area, technically. Here's site 1, nice and grassy. And site 2, right alongside of the road here. Site 3 is also nice and grassy, located between 3 and 5. It's a really nice playground structure. Here, let me zoom in there. The campsites are paved. Most of them have water. They all have electric. Okay, there's 5. Here's 6. Has some nice shade. 7 is a nice one. We've camped on this before. And behind site number 9, there is some more playground equipment, the older set. Here's site number 8. Also has a nice big tree there. We have. And we're parked back kind of far on our site, so we have room for our Kia. We normally don't tow an extra vehicle. We tow our little utility trailer with the bikes. But we brought the Kia along to buzz back and forth to home. We have a couple things going on at home this week that we need to get back home for. We are on site 11 for 3 days, 3 nights. And then the 4th night, we do need to transfer over here to site number 10. And that one's a very nice site too. Here's site 11, or 13, I'm sorry, 12, 14, 15 is grassy and no water. 16 is grassy and no water. Although we had plenty of water overnight from a huge rainstorm, they do have drainage in the middle. It hasn't gone down yet. I've always liked this one, number 17. Again, it's electric but no water. 18 is rather short. We've camped here before, but it's rather short, as is 19. Again, these are grassy sites with no water, but they do have electric. Down here, there are pit toilets. Site number 20 isn't too bad. It backs up into the woods a little bit. Okay. 21 is a little awkward. We've been on that one too. 22 is a little more open. Again, electric, but no water. Okay, 23. Here's 25. Now this is where the water starts again on 25. And whoop, I got to fix my adjustment here. 26 is very nice. Now we're back to the blacktop sites with water. And actually 27 has like a little concrete patio to the side. It's very nice. 29 also has a little concrete patio. 28 is nice and straight, as is 30. All the sites are level. They can manage to handle big rigs. Here's 31. That one has a little concrete patio to the side too. 32. 33, very nice and deep. And 34 is prime, right next to the bathrooms and the shower. Now this is kind of cool. Here is a little, here I'm going to stop, a little self-serve firewood kiosk that you can literally put dollar bills into. It looks like it takes tens. I don't know what denominations, but you can buy firewood this way. There's also a vendor that comes through the park every day that sells firewood. He was just here earlier. And the bathrooms, whoops, are over here to the left with showers. Okay, this brings us back to the entrance again, where the campground host is. Now on this side of the park, it's kind of nicely laid out that you don't get the traffic from the day use area going through the campground. Here's the dumpsters. Here's a little creek that runs through the middle of the park out to the water. Now this area here to the left is the boat landing. Sometimes we come out here in the winter for a motorhome exercise day and park here and make a lunch and watch the ice fishermen go out. So they have some nice boat launching area. Here's some additional parking. And there's a large lot to the back. I'll go there in a minute. And out this way behind this gate is a breakwater. And I don't know if I want to take the bike out there. It gets a little rocky. Maybe we'll take a walk out there later and I'll edit that into the video. In this parking lot is the kiosk to pay for an extra night's camping, or if you've just arrived and you just want to pay at the kiosk using a credit card and not do the reservation system on the phone. It's way over here, which is kind of crazy, but they have it here because people also pay launch fees here to launch their boats. So they've located the kiosk here, but there's two separate versions on it for either campsites or launch permits. It does take Visa and MasterCard. It does not take American Express, and I don't think it takes Discover either. There's some outhouses back here, which is kind of nice and convenient for the fishermen. Okay. And we'll go around this way. Here's an area for staging your boat to get your ropes on and such. And then over here is another large parking area for additional boats. Boy, walleye tournaments out here really pack this place in full. And here's a little fish cleaning shack, which is kind of nice. If you've followed my blog at all, a couple weeks ago, we were at a campsite where they cleaned their fish right in the campsite. Fish scales all over that our dogs could lick up and ingest, which are like little tiny pieces of glass. Not fun. Okay, then down here is a day use picnic area and a group campsite. Now this might be a little jittery because I'm going on gravel. Let's see how this goes. Again, we have some water because of the heavy rains last night. We got about 2 to 3 inches of rain. Pretty heavy storms moved through the area. There's some park maintenance people trying to do a little bit of lawn cutting. It's pretty wet for that. Additional pit toilets, more playground equipment. Down here we have a little basketball hoop, and this back here is a group picnic area and also a group camping area. And we have seen campers back here parked all around this pavilion. And there's plug-ins back here. You'd have to look on the website to get the information on the rates. I see some horseshoe pits back there. And I think you can just rent the pavilion itself if you wish. So what do you think? Is that a pretty good review of North Bay Shore Park, Steve? And so we'll be able to go back and edit this a little bit. But I'm learning with this GoPro as we go along, and I hope that this helped you pick out a campsite if you're online and you want a review of the campground before you choose which site to reserve. I'm hoping that this helps you out. It's a beautiful park, well maintained. And of course, it's our home county, so it's our tax dollars that help make this place. And I hope that you come and visit us in Northeast Wisconsin. Thank you for enjoying my video.